start with some triples, but some different triples. I'm going to turn around so you can watch. Actually, I was going to have everyone start on the left foot this week. So we're going to start on the left foot, and we're going to do triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. 4 triples. They will change a little bit later on, but for now we'll just do those on the spot. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do a side rock step. We're going to go rock, step, triple across, and rock, step, triple across. So let's repeat that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do 4 basics and 4 rock step triples across. A 1, a 2. We know what to do. We go triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. Rock step, triple, a rock step, triple. Rock step, triple, and rock step, triple step. So far so good?
So far so good.
Okay. Then we're going to add a little turning. So then we're going to do a rock step, triple step, a rock step, triple step. So we're going to rock back, winding up in the opposite direction to the way we want to go. 1, 2, and then we're going to turn on the triple step and reverse. 1, 2, triple step.
Nice.
Let's do those 2 together. 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Might be challenging with the space for some of you.
Try and get the arms involved.
Yeah.
Make sure you have the arms out. So we really use that wind up. So we go 1, 2, and I continue traveling. Continue. 3 and 4. Wind up the other direction. 2, 3 and 4. And we're getting around fast enough if the music gets quicker. Yep. Okay. And then we're going to carry on with a triple step, traveling to the side. So it's going to go triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. And that's going to travel forward. So we're going to do our triples traveling forward. So I think centre line, and I step on the centre line, pull step, and then I come back, triple step, triple step, triple step. And if I do it from the side, you can see 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. I'm travelling forward. Holky colky, let's do that last step. So you're standing on the right leg, and we go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. How we doing?
Good, except can you show how we're not putting the whole weight on the out?
Okay. So remember the rhythm, D, da, da. So we go D, and then it's a quick da, da. D, da, da. Triple step. So you haven't got a lot of time to go 1, 2, 3. That's going to take too long. It's keeping the weight centered. Full step, full step, full step, full step. Or triple step, full step, full step, full step. Does that help?
Yeah, and I think like just it's not only because we don't have time, but it keeps that our weight on the middle line as you progress. So it gives a nice look of staying. The weight stays in the middle more or less.
And if we had the room, we'd go triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. There's a slight twist in the torso. If I do it from the side, maybe you can watch one time. I go ya ta ta, ya ta ta. So I've slightly turned the direction, ya ta ta, ya ta ta.
Okay.
Okay, from the tippity top. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 5 and 6, 7, 8.
Rock,
1, 2, 3 and
across.
4. 5, 6,
Again.
7. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5, 6.
Now
Wind
with
up.
the turn.
1, 2, 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7.
And repeat.
1 and 2, 2 and 2, 3 and 2, 4 and 2. Now, because we travel forward, we're actually going to do our first 4 triples, not on the spot, but travelling backwards slightly. So 1, 2, 3, repeat the rock step, triple, rock step, triple, rock step, triple, rock step, turn, wind up, and triple step, wind up, and triple step. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, you got the idea. Should we try some music?
Yes. What music was that? Is it?
It should be set up, shaboom.
Oh yes.
From the top.
Here we go.
Life could be a dream, life could be a dream.
5, 6, here we go. 1.
Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream.
And
Hello, hello again.
travelling. Coming back.
From the top, rock step across, rock step across. 1, 2, cross. With a turn. Progress forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and going back. From the top, out and cross, out and cross, out and cross, out and cross. Add a turn. And forward. Bring back 5, 6, 7. Out and across. Out and across. Take a break.
How we do?
Yeah, great. Nice moving.
Everyone
Do
up
you
on the
have
toes?
Any tip on balance during the turn?
During the turn, yes. So let me do it face you. So I'm winding up, and again, as I take my 1, that's winding up onto my left foot. I step onto my right foot, and that's where I want to centre the weight now, on the front foot. So whichever foot you're on. 1, 2. I'm now going to continue the turn. So I'm not stopping. 1, 2. I'm continuing. The hips are turning. 3. The hips are turning. And 4. So I'm trying to think like a conveyor belt going round in a circle. 1, 2, oops, 3. Hit the furniture there. I come forward. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. In this case, I'm centering my weight on the left foot, and I'm going to turn my hip, and my body follows. Triple step, which means you have to turn on your supporting foot. So if I go from the side, 1, 2, I'm still turning, 3 and 4, rock back, 5, prep 6, freeze. That's where your focus is, on that left foot. The hips are turning, the conveyor belt's going round, triple step. And the more I get round on step 3, the better.
Can I jump in for a second? So just to tidy things up, when you go and wind up, make sure you're just rotating, but you're staying straight above your foot rather than prepping with the torso going forward, because that's where you're gonna, if you throw the torso to turn, that's where you're gonna lose your balance. So stay up, it's only a rotation from the hip, it's not this.
Okay, if you do
I exaggerate widely.
do the first step and freeze. Freeze. Now, pick up your free foot. So your balance should be, yeah. So some of you had to move onto the leg you were standing on. So when you step 1, all your weight's on that foot. Now you step back 2, and then continue turning 3 and 4. Good, that's nice, Nancy. Let's do it together. 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2. Okay, one more thing. It's not a throw. If you try and throw yourself round, you'll throw yourself off balance. So if you imagine a pole through the middle of your head and you're rotating around that axis.
Where's your stick when we need it?
Where's my stick? Yes, here.
Show the pole.
Here's the pole, and do your 1, 2. 1, 2. Now, if you do it wrong, now you're off the axis, yeah? So rotate around the axis, 1, 2. So there's a small movement, but it's going from the right foot to the left, but it's basically straight. The stick is very handy for several purposes, but I'm not going to tell you what the others are. Right, shall we try that one more time? Can we watch you guys? So let's do the 2 turns. 5, 6, here
Sorry,
we...
is it right foot or left foot?
Oh, sorry. Left foot first.
Left foot.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I think that's a lot better.
Yeah.
The other thing is, think close the feet. 1, 2, close the feet. Triple step. 1, 2, close the feet. The closer the feet are, the easier it is going to be.
Turn and keep your balance.
Okay, and can I just say one more thing? The
Certainly.
third, just watch 1 second, the third step. If you turn around for a second, do the first 2. 1, 2. Now, can you see Anna's 3? She's already halfway round by 3. Can you do
Because
it
you
again?
continue turning. Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is the prep, and from the second step, from the 2, that's the beginning of my turn. Turn, turn, and turn.
So halfway round on that third step. 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I also see one more thing. When you're doing the rotation, I'm going to exaggerate. It's a little bit like the Tin Man in the rain. He said cruelly. No, you want to think, let the rotation happen. 1, 2. So I'm not stopping here, but I'm adding a rotation here. Winding up, and then
Yeah, that's it.
unwind. Yeah, good. One more time. So we go. 1, hold it there. Let the body keep going. Start with the body. You step onto that weight, you keep turning. Pull, step. Okay, we go. 1, 2, triple step. 1, 2, triple step.
Can we,
Is
as
that
an exercise, can you
Emphasize the arms.
Yeah, emphasize the arm, going a bit further. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Shoom, shoom. Yes.
1,
Let the
2,
arm go a little
3,
bit further than
and
your
4.
body.
1, 2.
Yes, that's nice.
Essentially, it's this.
Yeah.
So if I keep the hips square and I try to rotate like I'm doing excuse me, doing an exercise. Yeah, and we're using that momentum to turn us around. Okay,
One more time from the top.
with the music, yeah, or just play it from where it is.
Yeah, yeah. Shaboom. Oh. Not shaboom. Soften knees, pick up the arms. Have a little boogie. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Out and across.
There we go.
And forward. Going back. 5, 6, 7. Out and across. Out and across. Again. Out of turn. Wind up, turn. Ooh, nice. Okay, so something maybe, hopefully a little bit different ways to do those triples.
Yeah, and I think the first move, or the first variation, you're changing weight, and then we made it rotate to get the turn. So it built up. Cool. Cool. Right. We want to do a swivel and a layout kick.
Do.
Do you want to start with the swivel?
Yes. So we're gonna do our swing out rhythm, our swing out pattern with a swivel, and you can put your hand up if you haven't done it before. But I think a lot of you would have done some variation of the swivel. Today we're doing the Swedish swivel, which means we're going to really ground it down. Anyone has not done the swivel?
Has
Just
anyone
wave
not
if
done
you
the
haven't,
swivel in the
and that's fine, we
basic?
can
Just
walk
wave
through
if
it.
you've not done it. They've
Yeah?
all done it.
Okay,
Excellent.
so I thought so. It's quite classy. But what we want is to make it big and low. To make it, don't find my words.
Stylish.
Stylish and striking. Okay, so let's really go a bit lower, and you're going to want to have a bit more space between your feet so you can actually bend the knees a bit more. Preparing to my left side, I'm going to really push from the left hip into the right, but staying low. And then push from the right hip into the left. Swivel, swivel. Let's do a few swivels. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just try, find your own height, your own, how wide you want your feet. But you want, for today, we want that grounded feeling. Grounded but big. So grounded allows you to go faster and to be more precise and to make things look really big. Adding the rest of the swing out. Maybe
Oh, just before we do that, can I make one comment?
of course.
Emphasise the weight from the left foot to the right foot and back again. Left foot, right foot. Left foot, right foot. And when I say right foot, you could freeze and then your weight is mostly on one leg.
Not quite balanced.
Not
it's
quite, but
mostly.
rather now, if you do it in the middle, and now do the
Now I
two
can't
swivels in
pick
the
up
middle.
anything.
No, but you can still swivel. It's a different look. And not wrong, just different. So we want to think, emphasise left foot, right foot. You don't even have to bring the other leg in. You're just shifting the weight from one side to the other. That makes a little bit different.
Let's try that again, the idea of pushing from one hip to the other. So if
That's
you
nice,
stand on
Karen,
the left
that's good.
foot, think, send your left hip a little bit, push into the right. And then actually put your hand on your right hip and turn it around as you step back on the left. Push your left hip onto the right, right hip onto the left.
You know,
It's really the power of the hip that's going to make you go from one side to the other. That's where your engine is.
I would say it's almost an early form of twerking. It's all about the hips. It's all about moving the hips.
It's really here, look at how you can see me from the profile and from the other profile. So it's quite a big rotation, even though the torso is staying on the spot, facing forward.
Very grounded, very down.
Very down, which is why, I've got
But
the legs quite far apart.
Down but up on the toes. I can't see all the toes, but you should be on the...
So the weight is as always on the ball of the feet, and actually I tend to come up on the toes quite a bit. It helps me going down actually. So one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Now, can I suggest, for this particular styling, it's not wrong to do it with your feet shoulder width apart, but a little bit wider. Try wider. Slightly wider than shoulder width.
Yeah. It will feel, and also especially if it's outside your comfort zone, really try it now. Just see how it feels for you. I remember actually trying that for the first time, and I think Simon showed me some Swedish dancers who were dancing, and I saw how low they were, and I had heard the word get down before, but I had never seen it and never tried it, and it feels really different, and I actually really like this feeling into the dance, so it's good to experiment. Right, back to our swivel. Stand on the left, 5, 6, 7, and out.
Better.
Out.
Okay, now imagine you want to show the camera your back pockets. And the other side.
Well, yeah. So if I'm there, I'm showing you this
Good,
back
that's
pocket
nice, that's
and that
better.
back pocket.
Okay, let's do it 4 times with the feet narrow, and then 4 times with the feet medium, and 4 times with the feet wide.
Okay.
So narrow first. And they're all correct, they're all variations.
Yeah.
5, 6, here we go. Narrow, 1, 2, 3, medium, 1, 2, 3, wide, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you see the difference? Yeah, and you can I was going to say you can reflect different music, and you might hear something that makes you get down a bit lower in the music. Medium. Wide.
Medium. Narrow. Medium. Big. Wide. Anything you like.
Perfect. Also, while we're doing that's really good. It's a workout, isn't it?
It's a good workout.
Good for the waistline.
And the legs.
This is not something you could do all night because first of all it's geared up for fast music, but it also would build up your leg muscles. But what I think we could also add on just for practice is also doing it quite where your feet not totally flat on the floor and then really up on the toes. So if you do it fairly flat, up a little bit and then right up on the toes, yeah, it's going to give you a whole different feel. But when we say up on the toes, actually that's when you go down lower.
That's exactly what I was going to do. It doesn't mean up. The more I'm on the toes, the more I can bend the knees actually. It's just, so if I'm not moving, if I'm keeping the same height and go on my toes, that brings my knee out.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm using here. So that's why I've got more angular shapes here.
Now, are your knees going in the same direction or different direction?
Same direction. Again, not there's different styles, but I like to direct them the same way. I like to switch them at the same time.
Okay, and also I see sometimes you switch into, and it's not wrong, it's bringing the sort of knee in as you do it.
Sometimes,
but for this
yes,
one we
when
want
I
to
do
keep the
slow
knee
down.
out.
Yeah.
So this one we're going to
so
keep.
if I've got lots of time, I might
that's
style it.
Brilliant, that's a variation.
But
this one,
for this style, it's got that sort of crazy, really raw look, really energetic, and
think Norma Miller.
Norma
Now,
Miller.
what about the arms? Oh, we should do the toes first.
Let's do the toes first.
Toes first. So you're going to think just on the ball of the feet, up a little bit, and really up on the toes as high as you can go. Okay,
Good music.
and a quick sip of water, and then we start.
Don't blame them.
5, 6, 7, and 1.
Come up a little bit. And really on the toes. And flat. And up. And on the toes.
Better, that's better. And rest. Now, I'll tell you what I was beginning to see, and we didn't mention it, but you were just beginning to do that, is when Anna does that, show the pockets, that's the point where she's emphasising. So you're going
Yes.
one, boom, boom. It's like you're trying to hit something.
Yeah, so I want to spend a little bit more time in those extreme when I have a nice pose, a nice shape. So I'm trying to hit ta, cha, cha, cha. To
As
hit
opposed-
the beat.
As opposed to being very even, which is nice but loses something.
Yeah, it's actually hard to do because it helps having the power to move the hips.
There's a strength to it. Strength. Okay, so arms.
Right, arms. Well, I like to have my left arm big and waving because I think it helps the movement as well. So I'm pushing myself off and bringing myself in. So I do the same way as you. When I push off from the left to the right, I'm going to push out, come back in, push out.
So
come
almost
back
in opposition. Just focus on the left arm.
1, 2, 1, 2.
So going in
1,
opposition.
2. Yeah, you're moving away from your arm, into your arm, away from your arm, into your arm.
Nice. Yeah. It's usually one of those things that once you get started, it works. It's just getting started.
You could choose different height to do that same motion. So I could choose to make it more horizontal. Same principle. I'm going away and into my arm, or I could even do it low. But because it is grounded, I want to make it even bigger. Like look like I'm looking upwards with that high arm. I like it.
Okay, I'm also conscious that there were a couple of guys booked on and they're going to look at the video and I need to maybe do the guys version. So,
The accelerated guys version.
the accelerated guys version. Do you need to just go through the rest of the basic?
Let's do the swing out with the swivel. So as Usual down. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. I really want to prep on 7, 8, 7, and 8. I'm going to really push into my left hip to have my weight on the left, ready to push, swivel, swivel. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2. So I think if you see more, very familiar with your 8 counts, but sometimes it's that prep at the end where if you don't prep that much, your first swivel doesn't look that big. But if you really go away from your partner, if you imagine him or her in front of you, then you have all that space to go, rather than just that space to go. Let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, and low, low, triple step. 5, 6, 7, and push. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. How are they doing? 1, 2, 3,
Good.
and 4, 5, 6, in and out.
Okay, and one thing to bear in mind, when you've got a partner, your right arm will be in front of you.
Yeah.
So if we do,
Which is why we didn't
have you got
emphasize the meeting of
space to do it like this?
Oh, yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Swivel, swivel. Coming out forward.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1. So think about the right arm when you're doing the swivels.
It's going to be attached to your partner. Okay.
Leaders.
Leaders. All of you leaders.
We're going to take our basic. I'll do it from the side.
You practice
1,
leaders.
2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. We're actually going to lay out on 1, getting down nice and low, leaning forward. 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and we're going to add a kick. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and hang out. So I want to get a nice hang out on that bounce. And do it from this side. So we go hang out and triple and step, step, kick down. Hang out and triple and step, step, kick down, boom.
What I like with that styling for the leaders is it really puts it puts a spotlight on the follower. So if you do your hangout, it's like, look, and then go in, D, da, da, 5, 6. Here is my partner, look. D, da, da.
Let me do it from this side.
One more
One
time.
more time, you put it out.
5, 6, 7, and look. Collect. 5, 6. Show your partner, look.
Kick
Da, da,
and
da,
hang
da.
out. Triple.
Da, da.
Okay, which is the best angle? I think from...
Your best side or?
Let's do it from this side.
Yes, I think it's probably best.
5, 6, 1 basic. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, kick and whoosh. Triple. 5, 6, kick and hang out. Now,
Can I say something about your shape? If you can do the layout and freeze, ha. What's really nice is the shape of Simon's arm make one long line, and it's almost parallel to the foot, but it's like really extended on both ends. And that's nice to just notice. You can relax now. It's nice to notice lines in the dancing, whether it's lead or follow. It's always the same principles. You want to extend. Same thing with the follows, where we extend our arm up. We're drawing that long line between our hand and our foot.
on the 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. As I go kick down to prep, my arm comes kick, comes up, down, and it swings through. 1, 2. So I remember Frankie would say he was doffing his cap. Yep, taking his hat off. So it's that cavalier moment. So we go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It comes down, it continues. 1, hang out. 2, pull yourself in, weight going forward. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang out and triple step. Should we try it with a burst of music?
Sure.
Okay, little bounce, one basic regular first. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, hang out. 5, 6, 7, and 1. Now, you have to be aware if you've got a small space or there's people behind you. So you can always do the same thing small. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, kick, boom. It's the same, yeah? I'm just keeping it a lot smaller. If I haven't got the space, if I've got the space, I can really go down low. So it's just a styling. So, moving on.
Moving on.
The next thing we're going to do is the handstand Charleston. So facing our partner, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's turn around and do it this way actually. It's easier to follow.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, down, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So we added a sneaky windmill to our crossover Charleston.
Do the crossover first.
Rock, step, kick, through, kick, come back, kick, through, kick, cross, kick, through, kick, come back, kick, through.
So should we do that facing this way?
Yep.
So you can join
5,
us.
6, 7, and the rock, step, kick. Oh, that way you mean. 2, 1, 2, 3. It's a bit tight.
Okay, you do the follows.
5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I think we need to do that a bit
6,
slower.
7, 8. Okay. We want to stay grounded, just like the swivels.
So your
And then
partner's
say,
in front of
my
you.
partner is the curtain. I'm going a rock step to the side, a bit like that prep rock step that we practiced at the beginning. Rock step. I kick across, kick down. Then think you're going to fold over from your left to your right shoulder. Kick, turn.
Keeping the leg behind you.
Kick.
So hold on. So can you come back one step? So as Anna does the
Let me do
second
it from
kick.
let me do it from the top. Rock, step, kick, down. So far so good. So then it's the change of direction that's important. I'm kicking through, I'm kicking to the corner, and I'm flipping. So my hip is facing the garden, and it's going to face the door.
But if you notice that Anna's left leg is still behind her.
But
So
the
not in
foot
front.
hasn't moved. So the foot stayed where
Yeah.
it is, but I'm turning the hip, so my foot is the other way. And then kick down.
Maybe just do it once facing.
Sure.
I'm going to grab my pointer again.
Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Freeze.
5.
So notice leg A, the exhibit is behind Anna, and as she turns over,
2.
it's still behind.
You're loving that stick.
And then it
7,
comes forward.
8. Ugh, hard to do.
One more time.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn, kick, down. We repeat the other side. We kick in front. We start turning to the left shoulder, but leave the foot where it is. Turn. Then we kick through, down. Let's do a few for practice. Kick,
This is the same for the levers.
turn, kick, down. Kick, 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 turn, kick, down. All the way through, keeping that bounce. So it's very difficult to do it and not so, I don't know, it doesn't have a lot of spirit if you're just kicking the leg. You want to keep that bounce going through whichever foot's on the floor. 1, 2, bounce, 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 bounce. Keeping the pulse.
Let's try it one more time. So facing, if you face Anna and you mirror, you do the same as Anna.
Which way do I face? Sorry.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah, okay. A 5, a 6, a 5, 6, 7, 8. Rock, step, kick, through, kick, turn, kick, down, kick, turn, kick, down, kick, turn, kick, down, kick, turn, kick, freeze.
Okay, so I want to do it one more time, and I want to look at two things. Number one, if I shout...
Any sticks involved?
Yes, I'll bring the stick
Okay.
involved. So I'll shout freeze at some point. Ready?
A 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2,
Freeze.
3, 4.
Now, which direction is Anna's hips facing, shoulders and foot, all the same way? Carry on. Stop.
Turn. Oops, sorry.
So,
You
well,
want to do
that's
that?
fine. Yeah, stop there. So Anna's beginning to turn, and her supporting foot is beginning to turn, and then she flips over, and now her supporting foot, hip,
Exhibit A.
and shoulder are all facing the same direction. And what I'm noticing is that as some of you are turning, basically you're getting a little bit twisted. So you've got to really make sure that the foot, the supporting leg, turns. That means you need to be on the ball of the foot. And the other thing I'm going to say is what we mentioned before, is push the leg behind, really make sure it's behind and the knee's not in front. Okay, let's do it one more time.
Precision work. A 5, a 6, a 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
6,
could you call out the
7,
feet?
8. I can.
Which foot
for
you're
the
kicking?
For the followers, we go 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, left, kick. Right,
Which foot?
left. Oh, you want me to kick
Yeah,
the
just say
foot?
the foot you're kicking.
The foot I'm kicking, not the foot I'm stepping.
No.
Okay. Calling out the feet I'm kicking. A 5, 6, 7, 8. Rock, step. Right, left and left down. Right and right down. Left and left down. Right and right down.
Good. Okay, let me do it once for the leaders.
Okay.
So we do a rock step on the left foot. 5, 6, here we go. Rock step, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. Notice how I'm travelling. One direction, other direction. Let's start again. 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, one thing that might help when you turn, can you show that you stay down and you're not leaning back?
5, 6, here we go. Rock, step, stop. So I kick, and as I turn my foot, I turn my body, and I'm still leaning over that front foot. And we go kick, down. I'm beginning to turn, so I turn on my supporting foot, kick, turn. Left, down, right, turn, right, down, left, turn. Down, right, turn, right, turn.
Yeah, better. Good.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, let's add on the turn for the follows.
Yay.
We'll do one basic first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So leaders, you've got it simple. The leaders are going to go
If you get the time
rock, step, kick, down, rock, step.
Now,
Yeah.
same footwork for the followers, fun enough. Rock, step, kick, down, rock, step. But we have to do it turning and in heels.
Let's do it once on our own.
5, 6,
And
7, 8.
angle the body.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Leaders,
Can I-
just be careful not to hit your partner.
Yes, please. Can I talk through the followers footwork? We go rock, step, kick would normally go forward, but we have a reverse direction, so it goes down and it starts our turn to the right shoulder. Continue, kick, down to complete the turn into a rock, step. So the turn is kick, turn, kick, down.
One basic, one turn.
A 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the leaders, what's important well, for your partner actually it's important, is the timing of the windmill. So too early or too late and is actually either doesn't work or hurts your partner's shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2.
3 is a prep, so I go up slightly, so my partner knows it's different. 4, we come down. 5, 6, rock step.
And when Simon comes down, it's his whole body coming down, so it's a really nice and comfortable lead for me. It's not a yank with the arm, it's his body going with mine, so it's a lot easier and it's not going to hurt my shoulder.
I'll just say one thing for the lead. How you differentiate between the two moves, leaders. When I want to travel, we travel. And my arm stays on a line, traveling this way. Kick, down, kick, down, kick. Now I want to do the turn. Kick, it comes up, so we're not travelling that way, we're sort of stop, up, down, like a propeller. Kick, down, and then I catch the weight, rock, step.
Cool. There's one last thing I wanted to mention for the followers. It's very important here again to have your frame. So if you don't have frame, your arm is going to go on its own and it's going to be too late for the turn. And again, risk of injury. So make sure to always engage, even if it's a relaxed dance. Be ready. There could be a different lead at any moment, so we always want to be responsive here.
So I would normally do one basic and a turn, one basic and a turn. 5, 6, here we go. Basic crossover, and a turn.
Kick down,
Basic
step.
crossover, and a turn.
Kick down, rock, step.
Now all the leaders are probably wondering about the arm. So on the basic turn, it's palm up leaders, palm down follows. We turn, 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 palm up leaders, palm down follows. Now on this turn, I've got the palm underneath, but as I turn, my hand stays on top, and my follows palm will turn up, and we come down. Now my hand's on top, but not a problem. I'll just lead that next basic with my hand on top until we swap.
Oh, is that what you do? I didn't notice.
Yeah.
I don't have to think about it.
Okay, do you want to try that once to music?
Yes.
One basic, one turn, one basic, one turn. One more time.
Unless it's hard work without the leader, it would be a lot easier with a partner.
5,
6, 5, 6, 7. Exit. Make it big. And turn. Rock, step. Kick down, rock, step.
Cool.
Did it work?
I think so. Any questions? If you want to unmute yourself, if you've got a question. But basically, how's the swivels and the Charleston variation? Quick sip of water, and then we're actually going to put it into a little routine. We're going to start with 2 swing outs. Now, if you haven't got a partner, we're just going to do the footwork solo. So I'm going to suggest for this time, we'll just do the footwork without turning. So we'll just do it in place. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The third basic is going to be a circle. So we'll just do classic, basic 8 count footwork for a circle. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So just to show you what that looks like.
The layout?
Yeah, not on the
Yeah,
circle. I don't know. So we'll do layout. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 2, 2, 3. Well, I might start the layout. Yeah, that's true. 3, 2, circle. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're
Three
probably
counts.
good with that.
Yeah.
The fourth move, I'll do it from the side so you can see. I'm going to go 1, 2, plant, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. So for the leaders, I'm going rock, step, plant, hold, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, 2. So I'll do that one more time for the leaders. I'm going rock, step, drop, hold. Then I'm going to step sort of a 5, 6, like a little fan. Fan is at 5, 6, 7, ball change, and 8, rock, step. And I think you're pretty much doing the same but opposite.
I'm doing the same opposite, but I've got a little bit more movement because Simon's bringing me in front of him. So my rock, step, down is turning, and then I fan, 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 down, rock, step.
So now let's do it facing this way. You can copy the footwork.
So I won't do the turnaround, so we can just do rock, step, down. A 5, 6, 7, and a rock, step, plant. A fan, 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 down, rock, step.
One more time.
6, fan, 6, 7, and rock, step, plant. Fan, 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 down, a rock, step.
And for the follows, basically don't worry about doing a half turn. That's the leader's job to actually lead you into that. So their job is go 1, 2, boom.
Whoosh.
And I always say, always think about what you learn in beginners. You probably learned 1, 2, follows in front and reverse. 1, 2, drop. A 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it's a sort of a variation on a move you've done in the beginners if you haven't done this variation. Okay, one more time.
A 5, a 6, a 5, 6, 7, and a rock, step, plant. 5, 6, 7, and 8, a 1, 2. And really here, the point of this move is to put a bit of flavour, a bit of emphasis. So we go there, 1, 2, shoom. You're stopping the movement, and then you added some small footwork. So really make the most of them, enjoy them. Ha, 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 ba-dam. And then with the ba-dam, we're ready to dance again. So it's like taking a little break to tell your partner something. It's like 1, 2, wait a minute, ha, ha, ha. And then we go again.
And of course, socially, the leader can extend it. Maybe the followers will take over the lead and extend it. So it's a move you can play with. So we're just giving you the sort of vanilla version, and then it's a move that you adapt to your partner and to the musicality.
A tasty vanilla version.
2 swing outs.
Vanilla ice cream.
Or salted caramel. 2 swing outs. 1 circle footwork into our in front and twists.
Okay. A 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3. A 5, 6, 7, and 2, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, and 3, 2, 3. Here we go. A rock, step, plant. A fan, 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 1, 2.
Right, I'm going to put some music on. You're going to dance it. I'm going to watch, and Anna will demonstrate with you. Five, 6, 7.
1,
2. Circle. Footwork. Rock, step, drop, twist, 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 boom. Okay, I'm going to find something a little bit slower. That was quite fast. A little bit slower. One more time. 5, 6, swing out now. Circle. And rock, step, drop. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2. That's much better. One more time. Don't forget it's rock, step, down, hold. 5, 6, 7. Make an emphasis on that drop.
yeah. 1, 2, ha. Really drop into it, actually go low and stay.
Five, six, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 2, 2, 3. And rock, step, drop. I can see one thing that we need to work on.
Okay,
It's the preparation before the swivel. Because some of you are prepping the wrong way. So you've got to think, if you're going to swivel to your right, the prep goes to your left.
Okay.
So if you do the footwork without turning.
Right. So let's just start with the basic. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. I'm actually starting to my right. 7, I plant the left foot behind, but the and 8, I'm going to push off the right foot onto the left, and think it's pushing into your hip. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. From the top, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, almost to the right, and 8, really push off into the left, ready to go, swivel, swivel.
And just one tiny thing, just to make it clear, the prep is a prep. It's not meant to be the big swivel. You're prepping on 7 and 8, and then you focus on the 1, 2. But you still need to get that prep happening.
Yeah, so 7, plant behind, stay really close to your right foot, 7, and push out.
So the weight's going towards the left.
Onto the left foot, ready to go, 1,
Right, left.
2. One more time,
Yeah,
from the
little
top,
bit.
5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
1, again.
2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Okay, could we do it one more time? I just want to, it might be right, it might be because I'm watching in reverse. Can we just stop on the 8? Stop on 8. Count number 8.
5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Freeze. Yeah, good. Okay, now, your weight should be more over the left foot than in the middle.
Yeah,
so Harriet, if you
can pick it up quickly.
Harriet, if you put your weight, yeah, slightly more, that's not nice. That difference makes all the difference. Yeah, brilliant. And that's great, Karen and Nancy. Yeah, that's perfect. That's where it should be. Now switch, freeze.
Ooh.
So now you want to be on the right foot, and again, not in the middle. Your weight, yes, needs to be forward on that. You want to be leaning slightly forward onto that right foot.
You know,
and
it's
then,
hard to stop there, yeah?
yeah, it's hard to stop. And then carry on going. Okay, should we move on?
Take it off. Yes.
Okay.
What's the rest okay? The bottom, the...
I think, well, let's do the whole thing one time. Let's do it one time. Ready with music.
From the top.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7.
Right. 1, 5, 6, 7, and right. Here we go. Rock, step down. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, what do you feel? Any questions? Hands up if you've got a question. Yep. Nancy, unmute yourself, that's it.
I have a little question. You know when we're doing the swivels,
Yeah.
the sensation, I'm worried that when I'm doing it, I'm like stumping onto each foot and it's like a down motion. Should it be like a down or should it be just like to the side?
Okay, I am down, but I'm not going down on the 1 and the 2, so I'm sort of even more than actually pushing down. If that makes sense. 1, 2, 3.
Because it's like a weight change, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
a weight.
But it's
It
not
is a weight
it's not
change.
100%.
Yeah,
It's sort of a 60, 75.
75%
Right.
weight change. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. I'm just trying to feel it, but it feels like a step. It doesn't feel like a down.
Okay.
It feels like I'm just staying at that level.
I think that's if you did 100%, but if you're doing 75%, it's like going there but not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The other important thing that you might want to think about when you do get a partner is not to affect your partner when you use your swivel. Can I borrow you for a second? It's a little bit tempting when we choose to make them bigger to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and here I'm leading. So I want to sort of disconnect, well, not disconnect completely because I want to feel what my partner is doing, but it's my choice to add that big swivel. I don't want to let it affect my partner, so just something to keep in mind.
A little note for leaders. When I first learnt this, the leaders often led the swivel. Now, it's not wrong, you can lead the swivel. However, the trend now is to make it the follow's choice, and so the follow can swivel. However, if I hold my hand here and you swivel, as big as you can, freeze. Okay, I'll go that way and freeze. Freeze. If my hand is here, I'm actually limiting how much you can swivel. Whereas if I allow the arm to move a little bit. So for the leaders, you could A, lead it forcefully, which isn't considered PC these days, but that's how we used to do it.
Yeah.
You could B, not lead it at all, and the follows can do it, but they're going to be a little bit restricted. Or C, you give your partner a little space, so it's like an invite, and you give a bit more space for your partner to play if they choose.
What you mean is you're following it.
Oh, clever.
He's
Yeah.
following he can see that I'm doing a swivel and helping me do it a bit bigger and giving me extra space. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So just, okay, no, let's move on.
Okay, round the world and points.
Yes,
So,
but
we're
I
going
thought
to
we
go.
couldn't go anywhere.
Oh yes, we're going round the world. We're going footwork. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. Heel and toe and tell your partner off. Hands up if you've done that before.
I can't see from here.
Hands up if you've
No,
done
you
that
should show it
before.
once.
Round the world. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Heel and toe and 5, 6, 7. Let's have our hands up if you've done that before.
Get one hand up.
Yeah, you've all done before. Cool. So we've got a little variation on it. So let's just do it once, probably the way most of you learnt it, which is we'll do it this way. Or we'll forget the spin, but we'll just do the footwork. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. Heel and toe and 5, 6, 7. I was assuming most of you have done that. The variation we can do is on the points. Instead of a straight point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to go a swing, a swing, a swing, 6, 7, 8.
So,
Yeah, just swings.
oh, sorry.
So we go and 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. If I do it with a partner, I do the basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, around the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the classic variation is the points.
Flavour.
We're going to swing the leg. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. So should we try that once? If you follow Anna,
This way.
one basic and one swing.
When you say basic, it's with the heel or the 8 count?
Oh, sorry, I mean basic, simple 8 count footwork, which is the round the world,
And straight
and then
into
we're
the
straight into the swing. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, basic. 5, 6, 7, swing, 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 6, 7. 1, 2, sorry, and we'll do it twice in a row.
Can you do half?
5, 6, 7, 8.
2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and swing, swing, heel, 6, 7, 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, swings, swing forward and back. A 5, 6, 7.
Now, can you just do the swing on its own? So unless you're getting a little Charleston footwork going on in there.
Yeah, I think it comes automatically actually with my swing because that's the flavour that it has. Is that Charleston with a sort of long-legged, the leg straight. I mean, and so because the weight is on the ball of my foot, I can add a little swivel in as well.
Are you actually putting weight on the front foot when you swing to the front? No. So
I
all
could
the
do
weight,
anything with here.
all the weight is staying on your supporting leg. Yeah, that's better. Good. Okay. And just remember, if you have got a partner, you probably don't want to go too wild, because if you both start doing it, you probably will kick each other.
But and also that's not a variation that you can lead, but except I've got visual lead, so I can see Simon doing it. I might catch it quite quickly, or I might not get it the first time, but if you repeat it the second time, then I can join in, thinking, oh yeah, that's quite a nice footwork, or vice versa. If you do it as the follower, maybe the leader's going to repeat it a second time and join in.
Okie dokie. Let's do it together.
Let's get together.
So I'm actually going to do the turn for the leaders. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, forward and back, and 5, 6 again. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, forward and back, and a 5, 6, 7. It's quite hard doing it on your own, actually, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
harder.
it's difficult.
Yeah.
The turn is difficult, I think.
Okay, should we try it with music?
Yes.
Is that good?
Push it a bit more.
Do we get a thumbs up? So
Thumbs
far,
up.
so good. Excellent. Let's do the shoelace up. Okay.
Are we doing from the top?
Yeah, sure. What was the top? Do you want to remind us?
So we got 3 8 count, 2 swing out in a circle, into the rock step drop, and fan, fan, fan bottom. An 8 count into the swing, swing, tell your partner off, and repeats 8 count, and with the swing, swing, tell your partner off. Do you need me?
No. Always. Six, seven.
Wet soaks. One more. Rock step drop. Fun. 8 counts. That's around the world. Now we go. Swing, swing, in and apart. 1, 2, 8 count. 5, 6, 7. Swing, swing, and tell your partner off.
Let's do it facing us. Ready? One more time. Wait for the music. Five, six, 5, 6, 7. One more time, ready? Five, 6, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Right. Any questions? Okay, so how can you work on improving your balance?
You want to turn the camera?
As you say, preparing, doing that prepare with your arms when you're turning. Make sure I prepare with my arms before I turn the other way. I think that helps.
So I would say a good thing if you want to practice spinning, for example, if you shift the weight onto one foot, you bring the weight back, you imagine a pole running through your head, going through the ball of the foot you just stepped on, and you just close the other leg and you turn.
Yeah.
So again, if I do it the other way, I'm prepping in the opposite direction, and then, but I'm not speeding up. I'm going to do it wrong, yeah? That doesn't help you go around. It's a flow. It's flowing into it and just flowing around. So you want to make sure it's your energy that's moving at a nice constant pace. Sure, if you want to speed up, you can bring the arms in and you can speed up. But you want to think smooth as you go around. So the other thing you can do for practice, if everyone wants to try this, if you stand up and if you stand on one leg, and if you want to play the music,
Oops, sorry.
and swap legs on the other leg. So swap legs, bounce.
Nice. I think
balance on
nobody
one
fell down, which was quite impressive. You were really going for it.
I find my balance on my left side is actually quite good. My balance on the right side, I struggle with that one, and that's the one I need to practice more because this is my bad side. And I can feel it in my foot. I'm wobbling onto the outside of the foot, so I have to actually think about keeping the weight. This foot, I feel really secure. But when I go onto my other leg, yeah, okay, I've got to think about that one and work on it.
I see a lot of nods. I think we're not quite symmetrical in how we stand and how we move. We always find it easier one way or the other.
So balance is crucial. Going up on the toes, dancing on the toes is a great way to build different styles and to have a look. And when you watch, if you watch a few clips of really good dancers, you'll find that the females in particular really dance on their toes. Okay, any more questions or any more comments? Anything found useful?
Oh, we can't hear you, Harriet. You're on mute. Oh, I think I can unmute you. Yeah, there we go. You can speak.
I'm still struggling a bit with the steps that lead into the twizzling thing.
Okay.
The prep into the swivels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
Leads into it.
is tricky. Well,
From
I
the
think.
side? Can
No.
you just show the whole
Okay.
thing?
What do you mean?
1, 2, drop,
No.
swivels.
Is that what you
down.
meant? No, the swivels.
Uh,
You mean this?
we were doing the preparation.
Oh, that was my
Yeah.
fault, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Preparation, and then
This.
what comes before that then? How do we get it?
From the 8 count. So if I do my first swing out, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. At the end of my swing out, I go 7 and 8.
Should I do a plain basic and you do the variation and you can see the difference? I'll do the regular footwork on the ladies' side.
Oh,
I'm going
yeah.
to do the follows footwork.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So did you see the difference? How Anna had swiveled out and I was still straight. Do it again. Maybe stop on 8. 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
So you have to prep it before you actually start your swivels, at least to make it bigger. It's not the end of the world if you don't, but it gives a nice prep. So I finished 7 and away from where I want to go, which is to my right and my left. So one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. So far I'm straight at my basic. On the 7, I go away from where I want to go, and 8, I go into my prep. And then 1, 2 is my swing out.
Okay, can I watch that
5,
once?
6, 7, and 8.
Everyone
Let's do-
together?
Yeah. Let's do 3 swing outs. I'm going to do the first one with the rock step so that you can see how the prep is going to go into the swivels. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Swivel, swivel. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Swivel, swivel. Triple step, step, step.
Okay, that was much
that-
better. I've got to say also, at the end of the 2 swivels, getting back into your next triple step.
2, ya, ta, da. I always think forward on that triple step, even if I'm actually, well, often I would be traveling. Even if I'm not traveling, it's the feeling of pushing my hips forward, my body in that direction. So I'm to the side, ya, ta, ta. And that really helps me find the direction, which is my leader.
Cool. Hopefully that helps with that one.
Was that what your question was about?
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Great.
Just-
Right, let's put it all together from the triples. 5, a 6, a 5, 6, here we go. Triple, 2, 3, 4. Rock step, triple, rock step, triple. Now with the turn. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A triple step, triple step, triple step. Repeat. Triple, 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 triple. Now with the turn. Triple step, triple step, triple step. 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. 5, 6, 1. Circle. 5, 6, 7. Footwork. Boom. 5, 6, 7. Round the world. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Footwork. Round the world. Forward and back. Cross over Charleston. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cross over Charleston. Second time. Kick, turn, a rock step. Yeah. Let's turn around and do the same thing. 5, 6, 5, 6, basics. Triple. Three, 4, 1, 2, triple, 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 triple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turns. 1, 2, 3, 8 count. 1, 2, triple, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. Circle. 5, 6, 7. Footwork. 5, 6, 7. Round the world. Footwork. Hand to hand. Follows turn. Again. Here we go. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, here we go. Swing out. Footwork. Pow. Circle. Around the world. Footwork variation. Ooh. Hand to hand.